known anything like this?
What is going on?
Across the river! The animals have lost their senses!
My very pig chewed through her fence and plunged into the river. She tried to swim across.
Oh, I have seen crows attacking one another. Perhaps this is serious.
It is concerning. My raven may see better. Sunan! Sunan herself has lost course.
Something must be done.
Do you think we are in danger?
I will look into it.
Dear, it feels like it's been so long.
Valka, my friend, you're most welcome here. Are you well?
Better than well. I am present.
And your mother?
My mother has found her peace at last. She walks through a world seen only in dreams, and will forevermore.
That is all any of us can hope for.
Indeed. Come.
How was your passage?
Exhilarating. The waves and the wind were with us from the start. We flew like seabirds. And how are you? In spite of your stoic look, there is a brightness in your eyes that warms me.
It may be a kind of hope. Our settlement is growing, the people are happy, and I am looking forward to more.
And your visions?
They come and go. But leave all that aside. Let me help you with your things.
I need one more ingredient to finish an elixir for you. Look around the pond there. You will find what I require. Once brewed, this elixir will help you dive deeper into your visions, to see them more clearly.
It's you! Valka said we would meet, but I can hardly believe the great Eivor is fated to save my little Isle of Skye.
Who are you?
Ahead of yourself as always, Edith. Eivor. Edith is an old friend and a seer. She contacted me for advice. Her people are plagued by nightmares to the point of madness.
I wasn't aware people settled on the Isle of Skye.
There are small settlements, but it is a place of passage for many, making it perfect for dreams to wreak havoc. Until now, I've mostly been deciphering if my cousin's feasting on feathers in her dreams means she should marry a farmer or a baker.
You've lost me again.
Edith needs your help. And it's not just her people being affected. As someone deeply in tune with the spirit realm, I have also begun to lose sleep. I fear it may spread to our settlement soon.
I will investigate, but it is not as if I have experience chasing away bad dreams.
There is more. You're not going to like this, Eivor, but I believe somehow Randvi is involved. Perhaps even responsible.
I know Randvi's whereabouts better than most, and she isn't... what I mean to say is, she couldn't do something like this.
Ever since the nightmare started here, I began asking the spirits for clarity, and a vision came to me. Though it was cloudy, I know what I saw. You will find Randvi amidst a scene of death on the Isle of Skye. The two of you will fight before you are forced to part ways forever.
That just can't be true.
Believing is your choice. The only way to find the truth and stop the nightmares from spreading is if you go to the Isle of Skye. I must tend to my duties, but Edith can take you when you are ready.
So, are you ready? My people can't go without sleep any longer.
Find out what's plaguing your people. Whatever or whomever it may be.
Here we are. The Isle of Skye. Beautiful, isn't it?
Any idea why I should go first?
Investigate Kilter Raglan first. It's where complaints of nightmares began. My hut is there too, if you need to find me.
Is everything all right? You seem...
Find the warrior woman with the braid. She is our undoing, stealing our dreams.
a warrior with a braid. That can't be Ranvi. Where is she?
At a church northwest of town. That's all I saw in my dreams. Find her, and please, let me sleep.
Volker was right. Ranvi! No. Kassandra. And you are? Your opponent. So is this Ranvi good with an axe? She is. Much better than you. I prefer a spear. You favor other weapons too. Where did you get that blade? You talk too much! Looks like there are some things to talk about. Fine. If we must. So, opponent. Do you have a name? Eivor. I take it you're one of the hidden ones. Not exactly. But I admire their work. If you're not going to talk straight, let's go back to fighting. I'm not a hidden one, but I have friends that are. And often my goals align with theirs. I assume the same is true for you. Yes. I've made friends with the hidden ones, and I agree with their goals. Then perhaps we might have more in common than we thought. You haven't told me why you're here, after coming all the way from... where? I've traveled so much, it's been a long time since I've been from somewhere. But the Greek world was my home. Long ago. I came here looking for an ancient artifact that's causing this island a great deal of trouble.
You mean the nightmares? A seer told me that the person I'd find amidst death on this island was causing them.
The same one that mistook me for someone named Randvi? Maybe your seer is having an off day.
You're telling me you're not responsible for all these bodies?
I watched these people tear each other apart out of madness and lack of sleep. It's the artifact I'm looking for causing all this. Normally I'd be quick to track it down, but this fog is making things difficult. Almost impossible.
If you're so easily blocked by a curse, how do you expect to deal with the realm of spirits and dreams?
A curse? Huh. You know the secrets of this land well, then. Do
you hear something?
No. Listen. Something tells me we should work together.
And what exactly is telling you that?
The obvious. You want to stop the nightmares, and I want the artifact causing them. Help me get rid of this fog so we can find it.
After such a strange encounter, I'm really meant to believe you're not causing the nightmares.
I swear to you, I am here to stop them.
We can work together. For now. It really seemed like someone was talking directly to you in the fight.
The artifact I'm seeking does cause strange things to occur. But I should track it more easily now that the fog is gone.
As if a foreigner could search these hills.
Ready to commit to being my guide?
I didn't say that. If I'm going to help, I need more information, like what exactly is this artifact you're seeking?
The less you know about it, the better.
The better for you, you mean? You want me to trust you, no?
The artifact is an object of great power, left here by old gods. Left on this island, it could wreak havoc on the world.
Why aren't we under whatever spell or curse this artifact seems to have placed over everyone else?
It is difficult to explain, but artifacts like this can affect people differently. Many are corrupted by them. Perhaps we are of a similar strength. But even if we're not having nightmares, we should still be wary of its power.
If this artifact is ancient and was left here who knows how long ago, why is it suddenly causing problems now?
Loki got bored? So serious. Truthfully, I'm not sure. These artifacts can be activated. Maybe someone tampered with it. After all, many are drawn to its powers. It tempts them.
How exactly are you planning to track it down?
Leave that to me. Finding these artifacts has been my calling for some time now. I've developed a knack for tracking them down. With the aura gone, it should be even easier to find.
Let's not waste time. What's our next move?
Now that this fog is gone, I should be able to better track the artifact's location. Before that, though, I'm going to take another look around the church. See what I can learn of these foreign lands. Meet me in Topta?
It'll take more than studying one church to become familiar with this island. But fine. We'll meet again soon.
Took you long enough. I was beginning to think all this talk of gods and nightmares might have scared you off.
I said I would come. So, great artifact hunter. Did you track it down as easily as you said you would?
Not quite. But after studying this island, I found our next step. I'll lead you to it, if you're ready.
On to this next step. This shared expedition is starting to feel tedious.
Spoken as if finding an ancient artifact long hidden away was supposed to be simple.
It looks like the Isle of Skye, but there are several markings on it.
Could it? No, it couldn't be... a map?
I didn't feel the need to state the obvious.
So, what are the markings?
There are several triangles, and one X not too far from here.
What are we waiting for? X marks the spot.
How did you know?
Lots of practice. I've seen this before. We'll need shards, keys, to place on this pedestal. That should open...
No. We need to talk.
I already told you. The artifact has made them go mad.
Kassandra!
Eivor, when are you going to see that I'm here to help?
No, you're lying. I'm sure of it.
Have I been anything but helpful to you since I got here?
You can't take me for such a fool.
There's a chance that my arrival on the Isle of Skye might be what activated the artifact's powers. But it's not certain. And even if it's true, that's all the more reason for me to remove it.
No! That's all the more reason for you to leave, so I can remove it myself. You've done enough. I can't trust you, Kassandra.
You have no idea what you'd be dealing with. You need my help.
I know what I must do from here. And if those men are after you, it'll be even easier for me to continue by myself.
Eivor, please! The powers of this artifact are unlike anything you've seen.
Nothing is too powerful for me. Besides, I'm sure I'll make better use of this weapon than you.
Fine! I've had enough of you anyway. You're impossible. You're too brash, Eivor. And it will undo you.
Oh, yes. Could you please be a dear and wade into the fairy pool so I can sacrifice you to the fairies?
You're asking if you can kill me?
Since the nightmares started, the fairies have whispered in my ear, promising power if I find sacrifices for them. They've even led me to one of their treasures from my hard work. The prettiest shard. So please, into the pool now.
Fairies are tricky creatures. Are you sure that shard isn't muddling your mind?
I haven't quite felt like myself lately. You could be onto something. Take this shard far away from me, please.
Look alive. That can't be Phoebe. Kassandra! All that trouble for this. You keep it. Admit it. We make a good team.
You're not so bad to work with after all. Terrible at following orders, though.
Give me a little credit. It's my first time working with another person in... I don't know how many years.
That must get lonely.
It does, from time to time. But it's the path I'm meant to walk. Anyway, I should get going. It's not good for me to stay in one place long. Thank you for your help. Truly.
Wait. The Norse celebrate their victories, and since in the end, you did help, why not come out for a drink with me?
I don't know about that. It's not really good for me to be seen by too many people.
If everyone drinks enough, no one will ever know you were here.
All right. What can it hurt?
Hopefully you're ahead tomorrow morning if we have a great time. Meet you at the Longhouse in Kildaraklan.
See you there.
Is this England? Odd. Some locations are marked.
Stranger, in life, I was Cassavellaunus. I faced Gaius Caesar, called Julius. A clever man. We Britons had long fought each other, but the sea spewed forth Romans in their thousands. I rode to my enemies, the Atrebates, the Iceni, the Cantiaci, beseeching each to join together. United, we awaited the legions and their cowardly turtle. Much blood was spilled, battles won and lost. Caesar declared victory and returned to Rome. But note well, stranger, he never came back.
Who disturbs my rest? I am Venutius, of the Brigantes. Romans came from the sea to parade in their skirts and finery, with short, flat swords. My chieftain wife threw in with them. They beguiled her with cloth and gold. She even betrayed Caratacus, gave him to the Romans as a gift. Then she betrayed me. She took my armor-bearer as her lover. So I turned on her Roman patrons. For years I hewed down their foot soldiers and disemboweled their horses. For this, they took my head. Worse luck for them. I have it here.
Do you come to honor or mock Verica, huh? King of the Atrebates and friend to the Romans? The other tribes were ruled by fear. Rather than build bridges, they waged war. They well deserved the slaughter that followed. I've seen the glory of Rome and know it is our future. They seal me in this sulphurous tomb, but they cannot bury destiny.
The Romans have named me Togodomnus the Terrible. Catubolani call me king. We watched the Romans come, first with treaties and trade, then with violence, and a hunger for conquest. Many were blinded by the Empire's gold. But my brother Caratacus and I saw their true face, and taught them to fear us.
Who disturbs my centuries-long slumber? I well deserve this rest.
When my husband, chief of the Iceni, died, the Romans broke their promise to us. They took our lands, cattle, crops, our horses, and boats. They defiled my daughters, then me. As I am a fiery Templar, with my husband's sword, I hacked through their legions. I burned their camps at Colchester, London, Albanus, desecrated Roman tombs, let flow rivers of Roman blood. But there were too many. Defeated, I drank poison rather than give myself to their sweaty hands. I am Boudica.
Some spell has awakened the artifact. Shua.
Shuag.
Du hassemropteros oenosoro e hasi. I don't understand you. Are you a god? Like Mimir from the old legends?
Smoonstra. Re-establishing communication. I apologize for the confusion, Unlocker. I now perceive you are human. But not any human I have met before.
So, you aren't a god. A spirit, then?
Not in the sense that you mean. I am a cognitive operating system charged with the management of this defensive node. I borrow the appearance of Ra Saliz, the author of the Rings of Eden initiative.
Are you the one who summoned me here? I feel this discovery is no accident.
In that you are correct. We approach a crisis point, and you are identified as the most suitable candidate to address it.
What is the nature of your crisis?
Not mine alone. The generators within this facility have begun producing energy, but currently lack an outlet for it. If this continues unchecked, the result will be a catastrophic discharge ending all life upon this island.
That much I well understood. What must I do?
The solution lies at the power core deep within the station. I will guide you to it.
What is it? Some kind of weapon?
More of a tool. But it has been used in defense of this facility. As its legend grew, people took to calling it the Blazing Sword, ignoring its more practical functions.
How long did it take your people to build this place?
We were aware of the threat for several of your centuries. The project was plagued with delays, and in the end, we grew complacent.
Fortunately, we don't have that luxury of time. What must I do?
Draw it from the pedestal. Once released, the blade will absorb the station's power and trigger the shutdown sequence.
If the fates have led me here, I must take hold of my destiny.
Well done, Neutron. You are a most effective piece of engineering.
A most impressive tool, Spirit. The engine dies, and the Guardian Spirit with it.
There you are. Ready for that drink?
Let's head inside. What is it?
There are a lot of people. I haven't been to a party in some time. I guess I'm nervous.
It's not as though you're going in there alone. I'll be with you.
I guess you're right. Let's go inside. Ah. Okay. Well, I'm ready for a drink. What about you? Ah. You can really hold your mead. Now, if we had been drinking wine, I would have won.
Wine. That's child's play.
Not if it's for Marcos's vineyard. That swill could pull paint from a vase.
Marcos? Who's Marcos?
An old friend that made truly terrible wine. Malaga.
Malaka. You really are drunk. Now you're just spouting nonsense.
No, it's a Greek swear word. It's malaka.
Malaka. Laka. Malaka.
Malaka! That's it! You got it!
Now, let me teach
The
you...
bride and the groom are here!
Are we crashing a wedding?
It was arrogant to assume these people were here to celebrate us saving their asses. Come, let's join in their revelry.
Oh, aren't you the heroes who saved the island? And our wedding?
I did a little more than she did. But yes.
We would love it if you both gave a toast at our wedding.
We hardly know you. What would we say?
but your exploits have made our wedding a day to remember. Please, regale us with your tale.
I could be up for that. What about you, Eivor? All right. But if we're going to do this together, Kassandra, let's make it interesting. What do you suggest? A flighting competition, of course. Never tried it myself. I should warn you, though. I've battled wits with great philosophers. Stop boasting and prove yourself. My day began the strangest way. An axe thrown at my head, tending to slay. There stood Eivor, hot-headed and brash. And there stood Kassandra, looking like an ass.
Not too quick on her feet, is she?
It took an ambush or two, and one dusty old temple, for Eivor to see that I could be helpful. But somehow I've melted her cold Norse heart. It'll sadden me to see my new friend part. Eivor did the heavy lifting, left the tracking job to I. In the end, we triumphed, chasing the nightmares far from Sky. And to the bride and groom, on this historic day. Hopefully tonight you'll finally sleep okay.
Bit of a lackluster note to end on.
That was certainly something.
Maybe you two should stick to saving the day, and leave the storytelling to the skalds.
It's been a while since I've been the center of attention. How did it feel? Strangely familiar. I'm glad you invited me here tonight. It was nothing. No, really. Thank you. I needed this. More than I knew. Edith, did you come for the wedding?
I couldn't miss it. My cousin is the bride. And of course, I should thank you. Clearly, you were able to help my people. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here celebrating.
I can't take all the credit. I had some help.
True. Valka put you on this path after all. Was she right, by the way? Did you part ways with that girl? Randvi, as she foresaw?
No. Randvi was never on the Isle of Skye.
Ah, well, even Valkar makes mistakes. Still, it's good you didn't need to say goodbye to a friend.
What an unforgettable night.